Hello there! This video explains how to check the brake fluid level on a Skoda Fabia Mk3. Why bother? Because if it isn't enough, your car won't stop. Literally. Oh, that's not good. So, naturally, I'll show you how to find the brake fluid reservoir and take a reading, but there's more you need to know beyond those basics to keep your car safe. So, get comfortable, grab a snack, and stay tuned all the way to the end of the video. They look delicious. Welcome to Car Spy TV. Right, here's how to check the brake fluid level on a Skoda Fabia Mk3. First, park on a flat surface and turn off the engine. Next, open the bonnet and find the brake fluid reservoir. It's here, close to the bulkhead. Here's a close-up. Note too that there are minimum and maximum markers on the reservoir. They're down there on its side. Here's a close-up. So, peer through the reservoir, which is slightly transparent, and compare the level of the brake fluid to the markers. On the particular car we're using in this video, the level is here, so that's okay. Right, that's the basics, but there's more you need to know to keep your car safe. For example, what do you do if the level's too low? Well, the Skoda Fabia owner's manual says, and this is a direct quote, do not refill liquid. It then says, and again I quote, get the help of a specialist company. In other words, take the car to a garage and give them some money. However, if you're a risk taker who lives on the edge of society, you might prefer to top up the reservoir yourself. If so, you might like to have a look at the cap as it tells you what type of fluid to add. See, there it is. This one says .4. The Skoda Fabia owner's manual adds, and again this is a quote, that brake fluid must comply with standard VW 50114. Now that's catchy. Okay, the next part of this video is important too. Consider this. Every now and then, the brake fluid in your car has to be completely replaced, otherwise you might struggle to stop. But why? As you press the brake pedal, a vast amount of energy passes through the brake fluid. This creates a lot of heat, but that isn't typically a problem. However, if there's too much heat, the brake fluid boils, turns into vapour, then you struggle to stop the car. Oh dear. Now, when brake fluid is brand new, it has a very high boiling point. Let's say, for example, 230 degrees Celsius. However, over time, it absorbs water from the atmosphere and, as you know, water typically boils at only 100 degrees Celsius. So, brake fluid that contains water boils at a lower temperature than when it's brand new. The more water it contains, the lower the boiling point. A tester like this confirms what percentage of water your brake fluid contains and therefore how likely it is to boil and make it tricky to stop. It therefore tells you when it's time to replace your fluid. Now, I've made a separate video that explains in detail how to use a brake fluid tester, and there's a link in the description of this video that takes you to it. However, in summary, dip this probe into the brake fluid to take a reading. My particular tester says replace the brake fluid once it contains 3% water. It therefore beeps, goes red and generally makes a fuss. I'll show you on this sample. Dramatic, eh? By the way, a brake fluid tester isn't expensive. You can buy one, albeit not quite as fancy as the one in this video, from as little as £5. What a bargain. Okay, we have a few final points to consider. First, in certain lights, it's tricky to see the brake fluid through the reservoir as you try to take a reading. If this is your scenario, simply unscrew the cap and peer inside. First though, if necessary, wipe the cap clean so debris doesn't fall inside the reservoir. In fact, words to that effect are written on the cap itself. That cap really is a fascinating read. It's better than some books. Second, if the brake fluid level is low, expect a warning light in the instrument cluster. It looks a little bit like this, albeit in red. However, the Skoda Fabia owner's manual says, and I agree with this, where's it gone? We recommend that you regularly check the brake fluid level directly on the reservoir. That's just in case there's a problem with the sensor. Good point, Skoda. Also, it's important to check the brake fluid level regularly so you can notice any issues quickly. If, for example, the level drops a lot in a short time, or if it's consistently dropping just a little, there might be a leak that only your mechanic can fix. He'll do it. And that's it. That's how to check the brake fluid level on a Skoda Fabia Mk3. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. You can also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on more content. Oh, and do me a favour and click like on this video. Right, that's all for now. Oh no, I've run out of snacks and I'm still hungry. Has anyone got some food?